welcome back everybody. I'm so happy to be here doing another video for you guys. It's been a really long time. So the last video that I did was the final plank challenge video. That series was really fun. My results have stuck, so I am still a really big believer in planks. And if you want to do planks with me, feel free to go back and look at that challenge. But that's not what I'm here for today. I spent a good portion of my day budgeting. And I'm going to share that with you. I do want to finish the minimalist challenge, but when I think about just doing 25 more minimalist videos, it makes me want to not do them. So what I want to do is just kind of mix it up. Here's my idea right now: Minimalist Monday, Workout Wednesday, and Finance Friday. I was pretty on the fence if I wanted to do Workout Wednesday or Wedding Wednesday. I'm also really caught up in my wedding planning right now. But I am open to suggestions, so if that's something that people want to see, I will consider it harder. I want to do 3 videos every 2 weeks. So I'm going to do Friday, Wednesday, Monday. So we're going to start from the beginning today on Finance Friday. I'm excited. Okay, so I really struggled to get this camera set up in a decent way, but I think this is okay. Here's what I did. I wrote down all my normal regular bills. Then I've got my semi-regular bills. I also have my mom expenses. Kids aren't cheap, as I'm sure y'all know. Then I've got my savings goals, and this is a relatively new category for me in my life, so I'm really excited about that. That is like amazing, because it was not very long ago that I really didn't even have any savings, so that's a good category. And then I almost forgot that I need money to live on day to day. And I think I mentioned before, I'm really no stranger to creating a budget. So I know these figures I've already done, you know, writing down all my expenses and knowing what I can manage to spend on a frugal basis. And this is about as low as I can get that. And that puts me in a spot where, due to some bad math, I thought I was doing pretty well. That's not really the case. Here, this is the number. This is my total expenses, including savings. So I guess that's not expenses, but I mean, this is how much money I need according to this sheet of paper. And that is beyond my means. This is not the first time that I've ever made that discovery in my life. So it just means we're going to revamp this budget and see what we can do. Okay, so looking at my debts, this is the part nobody likes. I have too many credit cards, but I did just pay off my Amex. So that is fantastic news. That was really important to get that paid down. I did that by doing a 0 interest balance transfer. So it's not really that I got it paid down, although I did make a lot of really good progress paying that down before I finally said, you know what, this is ridiculous. I should not be paying this interest. I put it to the Discover card, and I also put some of my Capital One balance on there. So now I've got this amount is 0 interest to June of 2020. So yeah, I'm going to be in debt until then for sure. Then I've got balance that was not balance transfer, that is subject to interest rate on my Discover card. I've got balance remaining on my Capital One card. And then I've got GM Rewards card that I took out when my car needed some repairs. So I've got those on 0 interest to 420, so that's not too bad. And then I've got US Bank. That is what my phone bill is on. So that's that. So these are 0 interest. That's a lot better than it could be. My auto loan, that's normal and a decent rate. I've got my mortgage. That's pretty good and a decent rate. I've got student loans, which I owe too much, and this is not even a very good rate. So I don't know what everybody else is paying for their student loans. After my credit cards, that'll be what I pay next. And then I've got some older student loans from my associate's degree. So under $150,000, way better than where I was last year. My income, I'll show you the total, but I don't really know yet if I'm comfortable showing you exactly what I've got going on where. But I do have some weekly income, some monthly income, and some yearly income through bonuses. So with all of that combined, I'm at 53,535 and 67 cents. And that's, an estimate. Looks like I've got it down to the penny, but that's what the calculator's showing me. Due to that bad math from earlier, this is what I thought I had in excess. However, we do know now that that's not true. I'm actually about $2,000 in the red on an annual basis. The good news is that includes a large amount of savings, as we saw last time, or at least what I would consider a large amount of savings, large compared to what I'm used to. That's good. That's good. It's not that bad. Now we have this page where I did some figuring, trying to determine if my money is going where it ought to be. I found a pie chart, and on the pie chart, 28% goes to housing, 8% goes to debt, 20% to daily spending, 9% to insurance, and 20% in total savings. Taxes are supposed to take about 15%. I did a after-tax income when I did my income there. So basically I just eliminated that 15% with some math. These are not my figures. These are what my figures should be in an ideal situation if I'm following that pie chart, which I think it would be nice to. I used mortgage, electric, gas, and water to figure my housing coming in under budget. That's a good start. Then I'm looking at my debt. This is what I had figured, and I thought I was overspending on debt. I don't even have this to spend, which means I'm not overspending on debt. I'm like, I don't have anything to pay my debt. It's going to have to come out of my savings, and the savings numbers have to get lower, which depresses me. I've got my regular living expenses, my phone, I've got school lunches and tuition for the kids. That is too much. So the thing with this though is some of these could go in other categories maybe, like tuition really could go in housing because most of that is really dorm expenses. That would help, but that is what it is. I've got that down really about as much as I can. At least as of right now, without doing some serious revamping. And then I've got my savings, and we know that this is what I've been doing, but it's not what I can keep doing. I can't keep doing that until I get some of this debt paid, a lot of this debt paid. Then I've got my insurance category, and my insurance is really low. I've got my car insurance, and then I put my medical savings in the insurance category, even though it's not really an HSA, it's just money that I put in the bank. I pay cash for my medical. I do not have medical insurance. I know that I'm living on the edge that way, but that is what I do. So that's everything. What I need to do next is create a real life budget and see where that's going to put me. Okay, so here's one thing I'm going to do. I'm going to take this medical bill and I'm going to pay it with my medical savings. So that's $80 a month. I need to come up with $2,000, remember? So how much is $80 a month? It's $960. School lunches are almost over, but I'm not going to do that because then it's expensive to have kids home all summer long. I can't really afford to not count on that $40. I am going to eliminate this Robinhood account money. I'm going to leave the money that's in there and let it continue to grow. I'm not touching that, but I'm not going to contribute to it until I've got this debt under control. That is going to give me a nice excess. I do have to continue to do the savings for medical and for wedding. There's not much getting around that, or, I'm going to be in a world of hurt. But $200 a week is like $10,000 a year, and that is what I'm going to have to do. And actually, I feel really good about that. Definitely better then when I came over here and said to myself, these numbers don't add up, and realized that I was in more trouble than I thought. So there we go. I'm gonna put these numbers to paper. We'll go over it one last time. Thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks for sticking this out, and we'll find out how this is going. Okay, so I put my regular bills down. I took that $80 a month out that I will pay directly from my savings instead of my checking from now on. That brings me to $1662.77 a month in bills. Here I've got my weekly expenses, or I guess contributions, maybe I'll call it, and then debt, right? So that brings me to $505 a week, about $20.20 a month. Here's what I did. I left out my annual income and I left out the student tuition. I still have some annual income left. I still have some tuition left to pay. But when we add these two numbers up, that does not agree. I can't make that math work. I am still overextended by almost $500 a month. And I took the extra debt payment as much as I didn't want to do it. Turns out I can't afford savings or debt in that amount of money, at least right now. What I can really afford is about $300 a month. This debt payment is going to be $75 per week. I'm not very happy with that, but it is a realistic number. And as I have found today, I have not been living in a realistic way. So $75 a week toward debt. I'll let my savings continue to grow, but I'm no longer contributing to it, at least not to the Robinhood account. I will get back to that as soon as I can, but right now I've got some problems to tackle. So I hope what this video has done is just giving you some guidance in how to figure out what is going wrong in your financial life, if it is, and let you know that you're not alone. I'll keep doing these videos, and until next time, I hope you guys have a great day, and thank you again for watching. All right, thanks for joining me. Oh, by the way, I just wanted to say thank you for the support. If you like this video, please thumbs up. If you have any comments, I definitely appreciate them. Subscribe, and if you support me, I'll support you. Just let me know in the comments, and I'll be glad to subscribe to your channel. So have a great day. Happy Finance Friday. Thanks.